Usually catered to international or non-North American English speaking audience. Speed. Okay, cool. I mean, he is doing stuff all over the world. Hi, Connor. Yeah, Speed audience is very global. Every clip we've seen of Speed so far in this is just like him surrounded by people from a different country. Every country loves Speed. Everybody loves Speed. I remember when Speed first came on the map, I was like, I saw clips of him and I saw him say some things and I was like, I don't know that I'm really a fan. But I feel like I've got to see a lot more of Speed recently, and like this era that he's in right now, I think is really fucking cool. I also have just watched him like it almost, and you know, I'm not watching him all the time, so I don't really know, but it feels like he's matured so much over the short amount of time that he like gained fame. Like it feels like, you know, a lot of times like kids blow up and they get worse. Like they get worse and they just kind of turn into shitters, and they have really like just they cultivate like an awful audience and they become kind of an awful person. I feel like I got to see the opposite of that, where like it was like, ooh, I was watching his shit and I'm like, ooh, I think don't like that at all. And then I feel like he's just gotten more mature and more mature and just like more conscious of things outside of himself, and he seems to just like care about people. Like he just cares about people. Like I've watched this guy like scream like Free Palestine all over the place. I'm like, oh, you're not a shitter, you're actually kind of cool, and you do like a bunch of really cool fun stuff on Twitch, and you seem like a pretty good guy. And he's really young and probably has so much more to learn, but just like the growth of him as like a person as I've got to see him and the few things that I have is like really fucking cool. He seems really cool. Seems like a cool creator. I did see him race Noah Lyles. That was interesting. I feel like Speed is the best young guy, popular streamer that's not a complete bad influence on the youth, like certain other streamers that are popular for young men, if that makes sense. Yeah, I agree. I think there is such an influx of young male creators who are like rage baity, and they just like do shitty stuff online because it will get you more views. Like my least favorite type of content creator is the content creator that goes out there and inconveniences people around them for content. I fucking hate when people go outside and just be a goddamn public nuisance. I hate it. It makes me so upset to watch. I would say that there are far more content creators that I dislike than content creators that I do like. So it makes me really happy when I see such a large creator like not be a total fucking shitter. I'm like, oh great, you got 1 million young kids watching you and you're not a total shitter. That's pretty cool. Unfortunately, the bar is low. But yeah, it makes me happy. Then you'd hate some clips of Speed. Well, and that's what I'm saying, is there are actually plenty of older clips that I've seen of Speed where I was like, oh, I don't fuck with that. But I feel like now maybe there are some newer clips that I haven't seen that I wouldn't fuck with. But I would say in general, he seems like a pretty nice guy, and I like anybody who's opinionated. I think like one thing that I've learned over the last couple of months is the internet hates to have having an opinion on the internet, especially as a woman, is like, you just take the L. Everybody wants docile people. Everyone wants docile people that don't say a lot about politics or about, unless that's what you're looking for on Twitch or wherever, but it's like, they just want you to be agreeable. And unfortunately, I spent the first 24 years of my life being the most agreeable human I could be. I'm 27 now, and I have absolutely no desire to coddle anybody's feelings. I have no desire to coddle your feelings, chat. If you don't like what I say, that's okay. That's fine. But I'm going to say it anyways. One thing I think like Ray's podcast even that she's done, I am really proud of her for just talking about shit. Like, she's actually just talking about shit and she like has an opinion and says things, and I'm like, oh, it's like really kind of refreshing, because I feel like a lot of the times like creators, you know, they get on and they're just continue to be the agreeable, everything yes is all flowers and rainbows and yada yada, but like I listen to Ray talk, like you like listen to Ray talk about some shit, I'm like, oh yeah, fucking go you, you're an adult, you can talk about drugs, you can talk about sex, and it's fine, and it makes me really happy to see. And I think I hope, yeah, I know probably some people have a problem with it. Yeah, I know some people are probably like, oh no, I don't want to hear Ray. No, she's my perfect, you know, she's never done drugs in her life, and she's never done this, and she's never had sex, and blah, blah, blah. That's not the reality. We're just fucking people. Like, we're just fucking people. She's just a fucking person. It makes me really happy that her podcast is like headed in a direction where she just gets to talk. Because holy fuck, it feels like you can't talk on the internet. I feel like more female streamers are becoming more like that, and it's super refreshing. Yes, Fan, for example, Jody has always been. Like, Jody has always spoken her mind. She's always said whatever she wanted. Fan says whatever the fuck she wants. Daff says whatever the fuck she wants. And I'm like, you guys are so refreshing, and I love you. Thank you for saying whatever the fuck you want. Caroline literally gets on here and does election content. She does politics content. She's like so opinionated, and I can't imagine what she has to go through, but it just makes me really happy that she still does it anyways, because I'm sure that she gets a lot of shit. I'm sure they all get a lot of shit. So yeah, I have an opinion, and it makes me happy when other people have an opinion, especially women in gaming. Please continue to have an opinion.